right, when you pick up an item at the grocery store, we were just talking about this, it's difficult to really know how the company made it and what's in it.
Yeah, what are we exactly buying here? So that is why we have the founder and executive director of Moms Across America, Zen Honeycutt, is here to help us better understand the products that we're using in our own homes. Thank you, Zen, for coming today.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
So it's tough when you're at the grocery store and you're looking at all the labels on all the products that claim so much. How do you know what's true and what's not?
Well, that's a challenge today because the problem is that genetically modified foods and pesticides and contaminants like heavy metals aren't labeled. So now a lot of the food manufacturers are labeling things, you know, that they're not saying what's not there, but they're trying to do the opposite. So we want to make sure to have it be more succinct and to be able to focus on our new Moms Across America Gold Standard, but including many of the great certifications that are already out there. There's a lot of certifications out there because there's so many challenges with our food supply right now, so we're going to be addressing those.
So what words should we be looking for? What are some things you can tell us now that we can, as we go to the grocery store for back to school, things we should be looking at?
Awesome. Well, the Moms Across America has always been saying that non-GMO project verified and organic together are the gold standard because of the different type of testing that goes on. Now we go beyond that with the Moms Across America Gold Standard, which we'll talk about more, which is really fair trade and low to no pollution packaging. We want to reduce the plastic in the world. We want to support regenerative organic agriculture and have humanely raised products as well, in addition to additional heavy metal and pesticide testing. So it really encompasses everything that moms want. It's an exceptional standard for a healthier world.
So the gold standard, you're getting ready to launch this next month. It will help all of us by, will it be a label on the products that says, here, this is what we know is good and you should be buying?
It's a red, white, and blue and gold seal of approval that says Moms Across America Gold Standards. You'll be able to see that and say, wow, this company is going above and beyond. They're going to, you know, really making food that's not only safe for our families, but healthy for the planet.
Taking the guesswork out of it for us.
Know, making it
You're
easy.
doing the work for us. We appreciate that. For Moms Across America, what inspired you to found it? What's the purpose? What's the mission?
Well, like millions of mothers and parents across the country today, I was struggling with my children's health. They had asthma, autoimmune issues, autism symptoms, and even life-threatening food allergies. My son almost died, and it was terrifying.
Oh, wow.
So I looked into the food supply, and I learned about genetically modified foods and the related pesticides, and I removed them from my children's diet, and all my children completely got better.
Wow.
So I wanted everybody across the country to know about this, and now 6 years later we have thousands of mothers and family members, you know, people who don't have children, reporting that their families are getting better by making simple choices and choosing organic.
Okay, so it's simple to buy. Is it expensive though, and how hard is it to keep up? Are you going to these random grocery stores that aren't on your way home trying to find things that you can actually give to your kids?
That's a really good question. It does seem like organic is more difficult, and it's definitely not as accessible, especially to certain areas. So our hope is that the more people who do make the extra effort to buy organic, the more that organic will be accessible to people who, you know, it's not accessible right now, and that more and more food companies will move away from the GMOs and toxic chemicals. So even if you can't afford to buy organic, you will have access to safe food. That's the future that we're looking at. So you can buy organic food at big grocery stores now, like Costco, and you can buy it online. There's Thrive, there's many different online sources as well, Frontier Co-op and many places like that. So it's becoming more and more affordable and accessible.
So how did you guys to get the gold standard? I mean, that is a lot of work that you all have done. What did that entail? Give us a little insight into.
Well, we've been talking and listening to moms for 6 years now, and we have calls every Monday night where we get feedback from our moms. And so we've been listening to them and hearing what they want. And of course, I'm a mom and I know what I want. So, you know, that weighs in. And shopping is just very challenging now. You know, there really are a lot of things that are not included on the labeling. So we want to make it easier, and we also want to highlight the companies that are doing the right thing. really excited about some of the companies that we're talking with now. They're doing things like batch testing every single batch, changing the labels on the packaging so that they're biodegradable. They're going above and beyond, using
Even
really great
environmentally
products,
healthy.
you know, from great sources and, you know, local and humanely raised, all of that. It's very exciting that people are making this extra effort.
Well, we'll be looking for the gold standard. Comes out next month. You can start seeing it in grocery stores, and you pick that product up and say, this is safe.
I'm good in the basket.
Thank you,
Nice and
Zen,
easy.
so much for coming in
Thank you
and
so
telling
much.
us what we should be buying.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to continue with